Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever time you may be watching this. Craig at Hiking Pipes. Well, it's a Friday. The day is pretty much concluded. It was a rough work week. Lots of changes abounded at work, and folks, including myself, are getting adjusted to the new organizational way. But we'll make it through, and that's what we do. So, being that it's Friday, as always, every Friday, smoking the Friday 7 and again, this is my John Harding Matches 860 commemorative edition, number 50. In it, for the first time, I'm smoking some fourth generation 1855. So, this is going to be my first attempt at doing a little bit of a review. Even though I'm smoking this for the first time, there were some very apparent things that came through with this blend. So I'm gonna put this off to the side for just a moment. So this blend, as we can see, is kind of a pulled apart flake. Some pieces are very large. Got some really good chunks in here. The tin note, very bready to me. There's not really, I can't really detect any topping or any casing on this. This is primarily Virginia's. Um, but yes, very, very bready in the tin note. That came right through. Kind of quite nice. As far as the tin description is concerned, it says Eric Peter, my great grandfather, founded our family's tobacco business in Denmark and known as the deep passion for natural tobacco flavors. Truly the experienced pipe smoker, the 1855 is ready rub blend of exceptional golden mature Virginia tobaccos that demonstrates the natural sweetness of Virginia taste and pleasant aroma. Enjoy. Eric Stuckeby. So the bowl packs very, very nicely. Just filled up the bottom and then topped it off and tamped it down with the finger, keeping one thing what you want to do when you're filling your bowl is you want to keep it below this rim line here as to not char it when the tobacco blooms and it's lit, and thereby it will actually char the rim of the pipe. And that would be a pain in the neck to get off, as opposed to just a minor scorch mark or what have you. But if you really char the rim, that's a whole nother issue. Let me just give myself a little bit of a relight. Pardon me. The temperature really broke. It's a beautiful sunny day, and it got to about 61 degrees. Very, very windy out, though. I don't know if you can hear it in the background. Um, Got trusty Zippos. Nothing beats them for days like today. I use Zippos for, use this Zippo for just about everything, but especially on days like today with the wind, blow a bic out without a problem. Matches would be a real pain in the butt, I'm sure. I don't really use matches. So back to the tobacco. When you light it up, you get that bready note. Definitely. I know a lot of people with Virginias, and including myself with some other blends, they say you get that hay taste, that citrusy taste. I got that bready note to it. The tin notes seem to really carry through into this bowl. The one thing also that I'm enjoying very, very much with smoking this particular blend. And I don't get it very often with every blend. McBaron's Scottish Mixture, excuse me, is another blend that does this for me. And that is the smoke gives you that full creamy mouth feel. And I really enjoy that. Not too many blends do that. I enjoy other Virginia blends and for other reasons, but that full, silky, full mouth feel, I wish that was apparent in other blends, but this one gives it to me. And again, there's really no casing or topping with this, and as such, it is burning. It is burning clean down. I've been smoking on this prior to starting up the video for probably about 15 minutes or so, and I'm a little more than halfway through the bowl, and it's just burning to a nice gray-white ash. So very clean, no residue inside the bowl. Very nice. Not sure if I'll add it into a cellaring, but I could definitely see picking a tin of this up every so often. Where I got this one, which was a little more, another slight small story, is I try to haha. I try to support my local brick and mortar stores. It's getting harder and harder, unfortunately. Prices at the brick and mortar stores, by the time you figure in the taxes and the state taxes, and I live in the state of Maryland, um, the tobacco prices are, unfortunately, you go to a place like, Smoking Pipes or tobacco, just, cigars and, I can't remember the names of the stores now, forgive me. So it's tobaccopipes.com, Smoking Pipes, and Pipes and Cigars. Three biggies, sorry, or even Four Noggins I go to periodically. And the prices of the tobacco are just, probably two-thirds versus going to a brick and mortar. And it's just unfortunate that that's the case. But buying power and everything else, it just, the brick and mortars are just getting clobbered. But I had gone to my brick and mortar actually to get some more lighter fuel for the lighter. And when I'm in there, I always browse around. And this particular store didn't really have any. They had those, relatively low budget tobaccos hanging on the wall in those bags. What is Smoker's Pride or something like that. And I haven't really been drawn to those. Then, of course, up on the shelves, they have the tins of the Captain Black and half, and some pouches and things like that. Again, not really what I'm going after, but that's what's prevalent in those stores. But as I was up to the cash register and I was paying for the lighter fluid, I did spot that there were two tins. I couldn't see what they were, but they were just two tins stacked up on a high shelf. And I asked the young lady that was ringing me up, I said, by the way, what's in those tins? And she had to actually go and get a step ladder because they were just up out of the way, like nobody would ever want them. You got the big Captain Blacks in reach, and and all those other things, the half and halves, and what have you. But these two little tins sitting way up high. I had to get the step ladder for them. So she pulled them down. And she said, she showed me what it was. And I'm like, oh, well, I never tried that. I tell you what, I'm going to pick it up. Going to, again, the three big names, four big names out there, you can pick up this tin for, I don't know, $9, $10 perhaps. And in this store here, it was I think it was $14.99. But again, I decided to support the local shop, and I'll pay the extra bucks, and I'll just pick up the tin. And being that it's just a one-off for me, figured I would do that. So the thing I didn't realize, obviously, in the store when I got it home, the one nice perk to this is that, according to the back label, this was sealed up in August of 2017. So I just, like I said, I picked this up probably about 2 weeks ago. It's just been sitting there waiting for me to finish off one of my other tins before opening this one up because, again, I think I said so in a previous video, I only keep 3 tins of tobacco open. I have a bunch of jarred stuff, but in relation to the jar stuff, I just have the 3 tins. But so I decided to give this one a crack today. And looking at it, it was like, oh, this is 2017. So I don't have an appreciation as to how a fresh tin of this might be. Again, this is 4.5 years old, so I'm liking it. But it's just really a shame that our, again, mom and pop shops, local brick and mortars, with the exception of a few bigger ones, and I can name off stores like Boswell up in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and stores in major cities. Perhaps there's each major city like New York or Washington D.C., Boston, Wind City, Watch City Cigars. Places like that exist, but again, the local mom and pops are just falling by the wayside, or they're having to morph themselves into more of a vape shop because that's what's popular now. And you walk in there and rather than having an opportunity to look at a briar pipe selection or something like that, you got glass pipes lining the walls. It's just, I don't know. That's my generation, I guess, and the new generation coming up. But the briar piping is not as popular, but it's just a shame. I do remember back when I was about 20 years old, and it was the first time I did try a pipe. It didn't work out for me because, again, I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and it was just a really bad experience. But I remember walking into a pipe store, and it was like, wow, what pipe do I want to choose? Holy cow. And there's probably 50 pipes that they had in the store all lined up, and trying to spend time looking at what was appealing to me back then. I just don't see that anymore in any of, like I said, at least the local pipe shops that are in my area. So I really feel bad about that. So when I spent the extra few bucks on a tin, so be it. I still believe in trying to support the small mom and pop shops when and where I can. But if I'm buying multiple tins to put into my cellar, which I've started to do, and that's one of the tasks that or goals, I should say, that I'm looking to do this year, is to start accumulating that deep cellar. If I'm going to buy 10 tins of tobacco, I'm not going to do it through a mom and pop shop. It's just the price differential is just too great, and that's just a really sad thing. And I guess it also translates into things like the old mom and pop hardware stores now that Home Depots are around. They put those folks out of business, and other small convenience stores like that were around with Walmart. So anyway, happy Friday to you all. I hope everybody is well. I'm going to continue to finish off my pipe, so support your local folks when you get the opportunity to. And until we talk again, be well. UPS going by. Be safe. And most of all, be good to one another. We'll talk to you real soon. Take care for now.